In this video, we are going to go over the latest real estate market update for Brantford, Ontario in the month of December 2023. So let's get to it right now. There were 95 homes sold across all of Brantford in the month of December. Now, this is up 3% year over year, but it's actually down 16% from November. The average sales price for a detached home was $835,384. This is up 22% year over year and up 12% from November. This had more to do with the fact that there were more sales of homes over $800,000 than the rest of them during this month because of the low amount of sales. If you want a better understanding of what's going on in the neighborhood that you're in, reach out and we can make sure that we get those numbers out for you so you have a better understanding of what's going on in your specific neighborhood. The average day on the market that it took a home to sell jumped 9 days from 32 days in November to 41 days in December. This is typical of what happens in the winter market, especially around Christmas time, when people are more focused on the holidays and New Year's rather than purchasing a home. 185 new listings came out last month. Total inventory of homes at the end of the month was 496. This puts us at about 5.7 months worth of inventory on the market currently. Now, this pushes us closer to a buyer's market, but we remain in a balanced market for now. The sales to list price ratio increased slightly from 97.8% in November to 97.9% in December. This is a strong indicator that sellers know exactly what kind of market they are in and they are willing to negotiate on the price of the home. On December 6th, the Bank of Canada decided to hold their overnight interest rate at 5%. This is continuing the trend in the previous months. Now, the new inflation numbers for December have not come out yet, but in November, it was around 3.1%. which is around where they want the inflation number to be, between 2 and 3%. There's news swirling around that the Bank of Canada is going to start dropping interest rates in Q2 of 2024. And this is in response to the anticipation of a slow first quarter of the year. And it is expected from some sources that it is going to go down to 4.25%. As always, the Bank of Canada has not come out and directly said that they are going to do this, and they actually said when they held the overnight rate that they might have to tighten it further. But I don't see why they would when it's just going to cause more pain than there is going to be benefit from it. The way I see it is that we are still waiting to see the effects on the economy from the last two rate hikes, the ones that ended in July. It usually takes about 6 to 8 months for the economy to feel any of the tightening that they have done. So it is going to reflect in the first quarter of 2024. My honest opinion is that they should stop focusing on the overnight rate and start tackling what I call greed inflation, which is just the overall inflation on the cost of goods that costs Canadians every single day of their life, like groceries and everyday common items, that seems to be out of control. We have already started to see fixed rate mortgages fall below the 5% mark, and this is because of how the bond market has been going. As fixed rate mortgages continue to fall, this could be an indication of what's going to happen with variable rate mortgages once the Bank of Canada decides what it's going to do with the overnight interest rate. Question of the day: do you think it's going to be a good time to buy and sell in the first quarter of 2021? I'd love to know what you think, so leave a comment down below. So what does this mean for buyers? If you ask me, I think Q1 in 2024 is going to be one of the best times to buy real estate, because the moment that the Bank of Canada starts to lower the overnight interest rate, you are going to see a flood of buyers come back to the market. You know, the ones that have been sitting on the sideline waiting for something to happen. This gives me the feeling I had when COVID first hit and there was a lot of doubt in the market, and what we saw was there was a dip in the prices of homes because of the uncertainty of where the market was headed. But the moment that the government started to lower the interest rate, the market took off. A lot of buyers jumped back into the market and prices started to increase dramatically because of the low inventory. If you're in a position to buy in the next few months, I really recommend that you get the ball rolling as soon as you can, because there are still going to be some deals out there, and I feel like home prices are going to dip a bit further. Now, it's not to say that you're going to get homes at a steep discount, but sellers are willing to negotiate on the terms, on offers for their house. You can be sure that the moment the Bank of Canada decides to drop the interest rate, there is going to be a lot more competition on the homes that are out there, and that will drive prices back up. If you need to get in contact with a mortgage specialist, please reach out to us, as we have a referral network of some amazing mortgage specialists that we can refer you to that can help you get the ball rolling. So what does this mean for sellers? My private clients always ask me if this is a good time to sell. And my answer to them is it really depends on your current situation. If you still have 2 to 3 years on your mortgage and you don't need to move, now might be the best time to just stay where you are. Now, there is an opportunity for you to move up into a larger house currently, because as prices dip, so does the price of your future home. But I would only recommend you do this if you can either A, pay your mortgage, or B, you can afford the payments on a higher interest mortgage. If you are thinking about downsizing, this might be a good time to do so, because the home you are downsizing to is going to be cheaper than it is later this year. You see, there are many different situations that you can be in. So if you want to reach out to me and talk to me about your specific situation, I can help point you in the right direction on what you might want to do over the next couple months. One of the most important factors I've noticed in today's market is pricing your house correctly. Now, the average day on the market to sell a home is 41 days. But what I've noticed for the houses that are priced correctly, they are selling anywhere between 14 and 16 days. So it's super important that you take a look at the comparable sales in your neighborhood along with your current competition. If there are a couple other homes that are priced similar to yours, you might want to revisit the price of your home. You want to do this so that you are competitively priced against them. If you are thinking about selling in the spring market coming up, the winter time is the best time to tackle the honey to-do list and to start getting things ready on the inside of the house while it is cold outside and there's nothing else to do. If you want a copy of our 10 DIY staging tip strategy guide, there is a link down in the description below where you can get a copy. When it comes to selling your home, you want to do everything you can to make sure that it shows the best. You want to put your best foot forward, because you never get a second chance to make a good first impression. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, hit that like button, subscribe, and the notification bell so you can help other people just like you find this video. If you like this video, then you're going to want to watch this video right here, where I go over something cool about Brantford.